Visiting team, the Chicago Bulls. At forward, at point guard, Josh Giddey. At guard, Kobe White.
Kobe White go off the field.
Yeah, okay.
No. Go off exactly.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And forward, Zach Levine. The coach of the visiting team is Billy Donovan. Let's hear it for you, San Antonio. Six, seven, at forward, number 30, Jude. 6'6", at guard, number 5, Stephon Castle. 6'8", forward, number 40, Harrison Barnes.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Kobe White.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
And a look at the starters for the Bulls. Gideon White to make the backcourt. Dosunmu is out there with Zach Levine. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. And for San Antonio, Paul and Castle comprise the backcourt. Barnes is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie at the 3 spot. Well, when you were a player, Richard, did you enjoy the early part of the season?
I loved the early part of the season. All the things that you worked on during the summer, you get to implement them at the start of the season. You get to see who was putting in work. That's the part that makes the game fun.
Now here's Wembanyama.
Oh, I tell you,
dunk from the 3. 3
fuck you, Giddy. Dumbass Giddy. What is going on right now?
We missed it.
So it's San Antonio now. Barnes passes to Champagnie. Off target from outside.
Champagne. How are you?
Outside Giddey. Driving to the basket. Oh,
he
hits it with the kiss.
Video game.
And sometimes the
video
defenders
game
forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
Barnes, it's good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Levine. He's been an important part of this
Here
offense.
He comes.
Averaging around 22 points a game. Outside White. 6 on the shot clock. Giddey passes to Dosunmu. There's the triple. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes. Their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Here's Giddey. After the basket by San Antonio. Dosunmu for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama.
Slow start, 1 of 4 to begin this game.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Greg Popovich and I were able to chat. He's been working with his assistant coaches, trying to devise a way to contain Zach LaVine. His ability to play well above the rim, coupled with the deep range, makes him a unique challenge to defend. They're going to try to keep him off balance by showing him different looks. Brian?
Thanks for that, Allie.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
White can't hit.
God, you are
That's
trash.
What are you doing?
Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Oh, good straight, good steal.
LaVine against Barnes to the paint. Here's Vucevic,
go.
and the layup is good off the glass.
On the interior, Vooch, look, this man has so many moves to account for.
Here's Paul. Vucevic with some nice D.
Get your shit together.
Chicago has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Dosunmu. Good on the baseline J. It's a tie ball game.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And San Antonio making a change here. Vassell's checked in. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. RJ, when you talk about Vucevic, is he the best NBA player ever to come from Switzerland?
There is an argument to be made. He has the most points by any Swiss-born player by far and the only All-Star game appearances.
Barnes. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. RJ, with Harrison Barnes on the roster, a team can count on durability and reliability.
Oh, and don't forget about the veteran leadership he brings to the table. You can't underestimate how important it is to have a champion and a veteran like that in your locker room.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And it just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Castle misses. The Bulls have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Up top, Vucevic. White for 3.
Good for that.
Vassell with a rebound. San Antonio leading. Paul's got space. San Antonio again missing.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Chicago shooting their first foul shot of the night. An opportunity now for them to get back on top.
Yeah, they've kept it within arm's length. Now they need to make a play.
LaVine passes to Vucevic. Back to LaVine. Now Vucevic. Outside LaVine. Lets it go from deep. And Vucevic.
Let's go.
Vucevic has got 5 now.
He's so well prepared. Vooch can get the shot off no matter what time is on that clock.
Here's Paul. Chicago with a rebound.
Oh,
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot. Just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Can't connect from 13 feet out.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. Chicago ahead. They lead by a bucket. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break.
Yeah, I want to see a replay of that right now. Show all the highlights. Boy, look like Jokic out there.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense
Oh shit,
unsettled.
balls in? Oh, you're toast. You're ramen noodles, bro. You're ramen noodles. Let's go. Oh, my boy's already hot.
On the
Let's
court for
go.
Chicago. They've got Ayo Dosunmu. Jalen Smith is out there with Torrey Craig. Then it's Lonzo Ball. And it's Buzelis in at the small forward position. Now here's Paul. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. The shot comes out.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Jalen Smith. And the league has cut down on back-to-backs, but some pushback for a surprising reason. Richard, teams need multiple days off in order to practice.
Yeah, that's right. With only one day off between games, teams don't usually practice on those off days. It's not as simple as it looks. Now, he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Pass to Buzelis. Back to ball. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
Paul looking it over. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute to play. Pass to Barnes. Inside. Nice move. Wow! Victor takes it to him inside.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
And here's Ball. He's guarded by Paul. Here's Buzelis. Greg up top. DeSumo outside. Just 5 to shoot. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Chicago. Zach LaVine comes in for DeSumo. Johnson finds Wembanyama.
Should have shot the 3 with Wemby. What you doing?
Swat by Vooch, showing how effective he can be on D.
Pass to Buzelis. Now here's Ball. To the inside. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Spurs trail by 6. Okay, RJ, we all know how luck comes into play in the NBA. The Spurs have had great lottery luck.
Yeah, winning the first pick 3 times, drafting David Robinson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams to miss out on those big guys.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, my hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I can get so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind.
All right.
Passion
No
and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Here's Sohan. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Back to LaVine from the arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. Johnson for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Back to Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Such a good facilitator. Ball has nice touch on that pass.
And we've got a time. We'll take the opportunity to regroup. And the Spurs with some changes. Champagny, he's checked in for Johnson. Castle comes in for Vassell. And it's Paul in for Sohan. And the Bulls also making a change. White's checked in.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. And he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
Here's Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
That's just an aggressive finish by Vooch. Once he gets strong inside positioning, he's looking for the finish.
Champagny, that's good.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the 3-ball.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. In each of the last 2 years, RJ, the Bulls have been eliminated in the play-in tournament.
Yes, they've been just about 500 each of those seasons. So Chicago has been in that dreaded middle ground. Not contenders while also not picking high in the draft. That is the worst place any NBA team could be.
Paul can't get it to go.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Spurs trail by 13. Puts up a 3. Buzelis grabs the board.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Well, the Spurs shooting a low 26% from the field. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. There's 10 seconds left to play in the half. San Antonio again can't hit. The deep three from Levine. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And that concludes the first half. It's the Bulls. They lead by 13. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
Big Vooch doing his thing out there. Such a diverse skill set. He can go old school on you, or he can beat you down low, and he can pop out. This guy's got a lot of, you know who he reminds me of? A young Vlade Divac.
Oh, good point. As the big fellow likes to say, anyone with an itch in their last name can shoot that thing.
That's right.
Okay, time to... Thanks for tuning in.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nikola Vucevic has been sensational.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Paul and Castle comprise the backcourt. Harrison Barnes out there with Wembanyama. And it's Champagnie at the 3 slot. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. The Spurs trail by 13. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
What a smart pass from Wembanyama. Already adept at scanning the floor and finding open teammates.
San Antonio shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. You know, even though Wembanyama's first year was a tough one for the Spurs, there's a good outlook going forward, Grant.
And that's how it should be when you've got a generational talent like Wemby. The Spurs don't need to rush things at all.
Now here's Giddey. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Barnes against Giddey. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Barnes, no good. Bulls leading by 11. Pass to Vucevic. And here's Giddey. Tipped away. Barnes with it, and it's Giddey picking him up. Outside Wembanyama. Here's Wemby.
Yeah, forcing his way to the line. Wemby, such a long dude.
And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
Now here's White. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. And Wembanyama has the ball here for San Antonio.
Okay.
They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pass to Champagnie. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by White.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
Now here's Barnes. He's covered by Dosunmu. Champagnie. And it's off from three-point range.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
To the middle. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away. They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard and see which two guards have been making an impact with their passing this season. 5th, Kobe White.
Yeah, and this is a group that really appreciates effective ball movement. They can create for themselves or anyone else on the floor.
Yeah, it all starts with ball movement, Greg. And when your off guard has that kind of unselfish mindset that these guys do, it makes a huge difference.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Now here's Paul, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Vassell, that's it. Coming off an assist from Barnes. Vassell's got his first 2 points of the night.
He's been working on his shot, and it's showing in Vassell's game.
And stolen by Paul. Ooh, poked away. Collins with it, guarded by Vucevic. Outside. Pass to Paul. Here's Champagnie. Over ball. And it comes off the front of the rim.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Three-pointer, Vucevic.
We hot.
And again, it's Chicago with a three.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Down low. The kick out to White. And the ball out of play. The Spurs will have it.
Let's just say they weren't on the same page there. Not sure he was expecting that pass.
And the Spurs with some changes. Sohan's checked in for Barnes. Johnson comes in for Champagnie. And it's Wesley in for Paul. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Craig's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. Buzelis comes in for Dosunmu. Terry's checked in for White. And it's Carter in for Ball. Carter from outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. Sohan outside. The shot from 20 feet out. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Chicago, leading by 17 at the end of the period. Defense is setting the tone. We'll be back in a moment. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
Yeah, Coach Donovan conveying the scouting report to his guys.
Oh, my bad, bro. I damn near forgot. You are not interrupting. Trying to get you.
Okay, for you. Say when you give me that. Hey, so I think I got 3 on the app right now. You send that and send the rest when.
Don't. Just
Okay.
I'll give you 5 anyway. Send me the 3 and then I'll give you a 5.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna send you 3 right now.
All right, bet.
Knowing your opponent's plays is important. On the money right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Bulls, getting the 4th quarter going. Smith out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Javon Carter. Then it's Buzelis. And it's Terry.
Shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Craig, no good.
Good awareness and range to get out there for the rebound.
From deep three-point land. They get it back. Here's Sohan. And it's rejected.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Terry. And a miss there on the triple.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Jones from outside. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Chicago leading by 17. Three-pointer, Buzelis. Collins with the rebound. San Antonio's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. For Chicago, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Carter with it. He's picked up by Jones. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. The Spurs making a switch here. Wembanyama's checked in. Levine, he's checked in for Chicago. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
Just a shot eraser. You never know where Wemby is, but you always know he's around.
Chicago shooting 40% from the field in this one. Here's Buzelis. The Bulls with another miss.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Bulls leading by 17. Pass to Terry. From 17, and he comes up with a bucket. Terry's got his first points of the game.
Offense has been hard to come by so far. A much-needed bucket right there.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Paul, he's checked in for San Antonio. Spurs trail by 19. With the crossover. The rebound by Carter.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Here's Collins. There's the block.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Carter from outside. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 now. Vassell with it, picked up by Craig. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Look, if there's one thing that we've learned about Vassell since he came into the league, is that he is a tough competitor. He will battle each and every night.
Spurs trail by 18. And a deep 3 from Paul. And rebounded by Zach LaVine.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Now here's Wembanyama. A minute 39 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Timeout called. The Bulls. 1:33 left in the fourth. Chicago making some changes. Smith, he's checked in for Craig, and it's Horton Tucker in for Levine.
Jalen Smith, Taylor Horton Tucker.
Chicago leading by 18. Outside Horton Tucker fires the 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Bulls.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They show tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Nikola Vucevic.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
The shot by Buzel is no good. 34 seconds left in the game. Here's Vassell. That three's off the mark.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Pass to Horton Tucker. 4-3. Sohan with a rebound. Over to the wing. And he drops the first. That one misses. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come.
Since I just any money